Right, let's talk about the future. Imagine your AI assistant handles all your shopping. We're talking groceries, subscriptions, the whole shebang. And you don't have to lift a finger. It sounds like the ultimate convenience, right? But how on earth do you give an AI your bank details without opening the door to a total financial nightmare? Well, turns out the solution is already here. And it's a surprisingly simple security check right at the heart of Europe's payment system. Let's break it down.
So let's just start with the big question right here. What actually happens when an AI spends your money? I mean, think about it. Your digital assistant doesn't just add milk to a shopping list. It finds the cheapest brand, it orders it from the best online store, and then it pays for it directly from your bank account. That is a world of incredible ease for sure, but it also creates a whole new category of risk we've never seen before.
And this future, it has a name: Agentic Commerce. This is the next giant leap in how we buy things. You know, we're not just clicking buy now anymore. We're literally handing over the entire process to these autonomous AI agents. They're going to manage our recurring bills, they're going to hunt for the best deals, and handle all the payments, creating this perfectly smooth, automated world of commerce.
But, and this is a big but, this automated paradise comes with a huge challenge, especially for us here in Europe. The way we pay for things in the SEPA zone, that's the single euro payments area, it's just fundamentally different from, say, the US. And that difference becomes absolutely critical the second you put an AI in charge of your money.
Okay, so this slide really gets to the core of it. Over on the left, you've got the US system. It's all about credit cards, right? Those are called pull payments, where a merchant literally pulls money from your account. But here in the SEPA area, on the right, our whole system is built on push payments. That's where you actively push money from your bank account to someone else's. Now, when an AI is doing that pushing on your behalf, you better be 100% certain it's sending that money to exactly the right place.
So here's the crucial point. The moment you take the human out of the checkout process, the whole game changes. Risk isn't about tricking a person into clicking the wrong button anymore. The danger, the risk, the liability, it all shifts to this purely technological level. So how do you possibly stop fraud? And who's on the hook when an AI messes up? These are the huge questions that we have to answer.
And that right there brings us to the hero of our story: verification of Payee, or VOP for short. Now, this is not some sci-fi unproven tech. This is a powerful, proven security anchor that is already being rolled out across the entire European Union. And it just so happens to be the perfect fix for our AI problem.
So what is VOP? Honestly, it's brilliantly simple. Before a payment goes out, your bank does a super quick check. Does the name of the person you're paying match their bank account number? You know, their IBAN. If the name and the number don't line up, you get a warning. And that's it. It's a basic check, but it is incredibly effective. And it already does so much good stuff for us today. It stops a simple typo from sending your rent money to the wrong account. It's one of our best defenses against something called authorized push payment fraud. That's where scammers trick you into sending the money. And most importantly, it's now becoming mandatory in the EU because it builds that fundamental trust we need to have in a digital economy. Okay, so we've got this futuristic AI problem on one hand, and this really solid existing security tool on the other. So how exactly does verification of Payee solve the massive challenges of agentic commerce? Well, it turns out it plays three absolutely crucial roles.
Now, I know this looks a little dense, but the core idea here is really straightforward. This analysis shows that VOP isn't just some nice-to-have feature. It is the essential security framework that makes autonomous payments possible in the first place. It provides the digital certainty that a machine needs to act safely on our behalf. And this framework really breaks down into three key jobs.
Let's walk through this. First, VOP acts as a trust anchor for the machines. See, an AI doesn't have a gut feeling if something seems fishy. It needs a clear binary signal. Is it a match or a no match? VOP gives it that definite answer. Second, it's a shield. It protects against sophisticated hacks like man-in-the-middle attacks, where a fraudster tries to switch the payment details at the last second. VOP makes sure the money goes to the verified merchant, period. And third, it creates clear liability. By running that mandatory VOP check, the system does its legal duty, protecting you, the user, from losing money if the AI makes a mistake. So when you put all this together, it leads to a really profound idea. We're not just talking about a simple security check anymore. What we're actually seeing here is the birth of a totally new kind of digital identity, created by this one simple process. Let's just be crystal clear about this. Without this verification step, the idea of letting AIs spend money directly from our bank accounts is it's a non-starter.
It is way too dangerous. It's a high-risk gamble that banks and regular people just would not be willing to take.
And this quote. This just says it all. With verification of Payee, the IBAN, that long string of letters and numbers, it stops being just an account number. It becomes a verified digital ID, an identity that an AI agent can check and confirm in the blink of an eye before it buys something for you. Think about that for a second.
And that's it. That's the key. This simple, elegant solution is what unlocks the door to a safe, secure, and viable automated economy right here in Europe. It turns a boring old bank identifier into a trustworthy, machine-readable identity. And that is what paves the way for our AI agents to finally and safely do business in the real world.
So the technology is actually here. The security framework is already in place. The foundation for this incredible future of automated commerce, it's already been built. The only real question left is the one you see on the screen. Are we ready for an economy driven by agents? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.